Hello YouTube, this is the Creative Duelist here, and I've been making decks creative since 2016. Welcome. Today I have Darklord's 2 profile for you folks today. My god, I love this deck so much. It's like family to me. This deck is so fun, man. Like, because I wanted to play this deck before, but Excel was like really expensive, and I really didn't feel like, excuse me, dropping money on Excellent, and I'm glad I didn't because this got reprinted. But anyway, gonna go over my card choices and all that good stuff. I'll probably update this build because there's the Lair of Darkness stuff that apparently works well with this. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and show you my card choices. So for the monsters, of course, I played a triple Darklord Exel. This card's amazing. It's a built-in draw. It's built-in draw power. You pitch her and a Darklord card to draw 2 cards. And if she's on the field, now all of the Darklord monsters have this effect except for STRATOS, I think it's STRATOS, and that Ygobros. But during either player's turn, you can pay 1,000 life points to target a Darklord spell and trap in your grave. Spell or trap, I should say. Copy the effect and apply it to her, so she activates as that card. So she becomes the effects and applies herself as, and treats herself as you activating that card. And once those effects have been applied, you shuffle that card back into the deck. For example, so say if I use her effect, I pay 1,000 and I target banishment of the Darklords. I apply the spell effect where I get to search for a Darklord card, and after I do that, I send it back into the deck. So yeah, that's pretty much how they work. And she can only be special summoned once per turn, unfortunately, which is a shame. Anyway, I'm going to continue up with my lineup. Of course, I have the triple Nashton. You discard 2 Darklord cards from your hand to special summon him, and he has the same effect where you basically just pay 1,000 to copy something in the grave. And of course, the triple Superbia. Superbia is really good. It helps with combo starters. It helps with link plays. This card is just so good. Not to play any less. You got to play 3. So good. And this weird card is 2 Darklord Tesla Pokia. I think it is. A bit hard to pronounce, but he's just protection. So if they try to blow up your Nashton or your Exel, you just ditch this Testapoclia to protect it. And of course, he has the same effect as the rest of the other Darklords, except for STRATOS, of course. But anyway, continuing on, of course, Speak of the Devil, double STRATOS. STRATOS is okay. You usually, you know, you're gonna send him just for to the grave, just to have, you know, a rank 8 play for next, for your next play. And his effect to blow up all monsters by, I think you discard a dark monster, which is pretty nice. He does blow himself up at end phase, but that doesn't matter because we're going to overlay with him. So it's pretty nice in that aspect. Double Darklord, Ygobros. I might play 3 of him. He's pretty much the only normal summon in this deck. Is really good. He's basically a foolish burial of goods. He dumps your Darklord spell and traps. Pretty self-explanatory. And the 1 Amdusk. This card's okay at 1. You can cut this if you'd like. Amdusk sometimes comes in handy where you really need to grab a Darklord spell and trap from the graveyard to your hand. So 1 Amdusk. And of course 1 Morning Star. This card is absolute garbage. I'm not playing this. I'm going to be taking this out. This card, I thought this card had potential because it has a decent effect. Its effect's okay, but I never need it. It doesn't brick in hand, but I always end up banishing it off anyway because I don't need it. I'll probably cut this for another Ygobros because this card does absolutely nothing. At least Ygobros actually adds, you know, some usefulness to the deck. He's actually relevant. That's going to round up my whole Darklord lineup. And of course, just the 2 Archlord Christias. This card is so amazing, especially when you open up a bomb field and then you just have Christia, you stun your opponent and lock them out of special summoning. So that's going to round up my monster lineup. So for the spells, I've got the triple Pot of Desires. I know people only play 2, but you play Pot of Desires because you need to continue to have hand advantage. You need to maintain your hand because if you Because the issue is with Darklords, people think, oh yeah, you plus like mad. With Darklords, you don't plus, you basically just break even. So you end up, sometimes you'll draw stuff that you're just like, oh great, now I can't use this. So, you know, essentially they turn into Bricklords. Now for the, of course, for the Darklord spells and traps, for the spells, continuing on, of course, the banishment of Darklord, just to search out the Darklord cards from the deck. Triple contact to, it's a monster reborn, basically you bring back a Darklord in defense position, pretty nice. Triple trading, triple allure of darkness, triple foolish bearer of the goods. I want to dump my Darklord spells and traps in the grave so I can utilize them. And of course the one Regeki as well, just a field wipe. And of course desires, we play 3 ofs of a lot of things, so we don't have to worry about anything getting banished completely. So that's going to round up the spell line of the traps. Of course, the newest card, the newest support card, the Sanctified Darklord. This card's so great, it's effect negation and you gain life points. Double Darklord Rebellion. This card is just to blow up stuff. It doesn't target, which is pretty nice. It's good field removal. And of course the double Enchantment. Enchantment is just there to disrupt your opponent and take control of their monster. Really good card to play. Early opt just to play 2 of each, because 3 of this is so bricky, it's so bad and inconsistent. So just two of each is really good. So that's going to round up the main deck. I'm going to go into the extra deck now. For my extra deck, of course, I do play the Spider package. If we ever get 2 Exils on the field, it's very possible to make the one Gangaria, the one Super Dora, and of course the Dreadnought if I ever want to go for game. For the rest of the XYZs, for the rank 8, of course I've got a Gimmick Puppet, Giant Grinder, sorry. The one Valgrand, really good. And of course the Zombie Stein. I am missing my Lancelot for some odd reason, but this card works well. It's really good if you have Wee Witch on the field, because this becomes 5k. And of course a small little Galaxy package. I don't play the rest of them because they don't work really well with this. You can play Armored in this, but you can't play Dark Matter because you don't play dragons. And of course for my links, Deco Talker, Underclock Taker, Borrello Dragon, and of course the one Wee Witch Apprentice. Unfortunately, I've only got one. My mate Mark has my others, so you know you can play 2 of it, because there's always been circumstances where I need the second or the third. But yes, that's pretty much it for the video, deck profile, main deck, and everything else. So thank you for all of you for watching. If you folks enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like, comment down below. Feedback is always nice to hear, folks. Tell me your thoughts down in the comment section. If you folks have any suggestions, please leave in the comment section. If you enjoy my content, of course, consider subscribing. I love my subscribers. And of course, this pretty much rounds up the video. This is Creative Duelist signing off, and I shall see you in my next video. Take care and stay creative.